We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Tonight, we've got a good matchup in store between the Atlanta Braves and the Seattle Mariners. Mariners baseball starts right now. Nick Margevicius is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Mariners. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Yeah, Matt, his last start wasn't a particularly good one. Lasted 5 innings and ended up taking the loss. He's a much better pitcher than that, and I think he's looking to at least, hopefully, pitch into the 6th or 7th inning in this one.
Striding in, Ozzie Albies. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Ozzie Albies.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. First of 3 here on a Friday night as the first pitch is in there for strike 1. And fellas, you take a look at these Seattle Mariners at the start of play here tonight. They enter this one off a loss after winning 5 of 7 prior to that.
Yeah, Matty, these players got in their cars today to drive to the stadium focused on one thing. Not who was going to be the hero, just the fact that they needed a W and that one of their teammates, whether it's them or someone else, has to come up with a big knock.
And the throw will indeed take care of him for the first out. Now at the plate, Cody Sullivan, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. The pitch. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Gonzalez has a read on it. And he makes the catch for the second out. And now here's the starting 9 for the visiting Atlanta Braves. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, Matt, I'm excited to get a chance to see that left-handed hitter, Freddie Freeman. He's averaging over an RBI game over his last 10, and I'll tell you what, that's being a total difference maker. It seems like every time he has a runner on base, he's relaxed. He understands what he's trying to do, and he's driving most of them in. Very dangerous right now.
Ground ball sent back up the middle, and Chipper's going to reach. It's a base hit. Poor base running there. Got him caught in a hot box between first and second. And try as he might, but he can't escape the tag there, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Braves. Now it'll be the M's turn. No score. John Smoltz gets the call for game 1 of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, in his last start, he picked up his 9th win of the season. It's always nice to get into double digits, and nothing he'd like to do more than to pitch well in this one and pick up his 10th victory of the year.
And here's the speedster, D. Gordon. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Well, boys, these Braves, as they take the field here tonight, got to be considered one of, if not the hottest team in baseball right now. Winners of 8 of their last 10 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, 5-2 on their recent homestand. Last week of ball games, they've played just really nice baseball, all facets. Find ways to win late, found ways to bash teams to death, pitched well. Let's see if the start of this road trip halts their momentum a little bit.
With a moment here in Seattle, a look at the Mariners' starting lineup. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Well, Matt, I'm going to be watching for the speedster, D. Gordon. He's doing some really special things at home. He's hitting over 350 in games at home, so he's a guy you'd want to watch. Pretty good odds he'll have another big game here.
He'll enter play at 313. 5 homers, 26 RBIs. Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes is Mr. Earl Hendricks.
Hey, you know, D-Row, the book kind of on Earl Hendricks is he likes one side of the plate or the other. Could it be where he sets up behind the catcher?
It could be, Dan, but as a hitter, that's all you look for. I'll give you a little bit off the outside edge if you're going to be consistent with it.
Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Stepping in now is Mitch Haniger. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. Here's the pitch. windup and the 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. 2 out, nobody on. Now a fastball as he just reared up and let that one fly, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Mariners. Still no score. All set for the start of the inning, and that'll bring up the always dangerous Ronald Acuna Jr.
Ronald Acuna Jr.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Here's a huge swing by Acuna and a drive to deep left. Out of here into the visitors' bullpen. A solo shot here to left. 29 home runs for him on the year. As the Braves get on the board first, it's 1-0.
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup. So a home run, a solo home run right here is not the end of the world.
Digging in, Andrew Jones. As we take a look at the splits between April and May.
Andrew Jones.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Now this one is blasted to left field, and there's no doubt about it. Back-to-back jacks. A solo home run off the bat of Andrew Jones. And even 40 home runs on the year for him now. And it's given Atlanta a 2-0 lead.
Boy, this guy just keeps going on. His 40th home run of the season, and he's not done yet. He keeps this up, he's definitely going to be in a conversation for some of the year-end awards.
In now, Gary Sheffield. And he'll quickly send a line drive to center field. A dive, and oh, he can't hang on.
Well, there's no denying he was all over that fastball. That's what we like to refer to as a little bit of an ambush. 0-0 heater gets turned around.
Prior to the at-bat, a check on first. And the runner will get back standing. So next up will be Freddie Freeman, and it's grounded just foul down the line. Comes into action in this one with 75 runs driven in for the season. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Drilled to the right side. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now. And the screen shows the story right there as that hitting streak will live to see another day.
He certainly has. He's seeing the ball so big, Matty. You see the confidence oozing off him in the box. He hasn't fished at anything in the last month or so. So I don't expect this to go away anytime soon.
Back up the middle and in for a base hit. Sheffield rounds the corner and is headed home. Safe at the plate as they extend their lead to 3.
Batting ninth, the shortstop, Dansby Swanson.
Dansby Swanson lining up to hit. Line towards center field. Smith is there, and he has it for the first out. And he'll indeed move up 90 feet, putting runners at the corners now with 1 away.
The batter number 1.
All right, guys, here's Seattle's defensive alignment. And, guys, the things I want you to focus on today, one of them being this manager loves to shift. He has the pitching staff to trust to be able to manipulate his defense to try and get as many outs and play the numbers as much as he can.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies. Crawford fields it cleanly. The second for one. Back to first, but he wasn't able to get enough on the throw, and they'll just get one.
They couldn't turn the inning-ending double play. They just get the force out at second, and the runner scores from third.
Standing in, Cody Sullivan. He flew out in his last at-bat. From the belt, kicks and deals. Hard on the ground towards short. Crawford has it. A toss over to Gordon at second, and that ends the inning. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate, and they push across 4 runs. On now to the bottom of the second. Braves lead this one 4-0. Dan Vogelback is next. Pair of hits in 5 trips to the plate in yesterday's game.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2. Protecting with 2 strikes, went out of the zone that time, but he stays alive. The next 0-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Here's Carlos Gonzalez. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest. First offering on its way. And that swung on and missed for strike 1. 1 out, nobody on. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. That fastball was a lively one. You could hear the pop of the glove all the way up here.
Hey, I admit I'm a little biased. There's nothing better than that pop of a glove on a good fastball. Looking forward to hearing a lot more of that pop the rest of this one.
So he sets him down swinging. Carlos Gonzalez goes down for the second out in the bottom half.
He's really on a roll right now on the mound. Back-to-back strikeouts to wrap up the last inning, and now he started this frame with the same story. 4 straight strikeouts in all.
Into the box for his first at-bat in this one, Austin Nola, and he's been swinging it well the last couple of games. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Called strike 0-2. Nola, a native of Louisiana, the Bayou State. He was a 5th-round pick during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy, drafted in the middle.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Mariners are down in order. They trail here 4-0. New inning set to get underway, and that'll bring in the third baseman, Chipper Jones. First delivery to him on the way. Ground ball foul down the left side. The windup and the 0-1. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1.
Jeez, finally. That's the first ball they've taken all night. Do it again, I dare you.
1-2 now as that's in there at the knees.
I think getting the leadoff man in every inning is important as a pitcher. When you're coming off an inning that you really labored through, it makes all the difference mentally.
Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out.
I think he kind of trained the hitter's eyes in that at-bat. What I mean is you'll find the first 3 pitches are all down around the knee. So as a hitter, he's probably looking down there again, and that's the perfect time to raise his sights and make a good pitch up.
Acuna digs in now. This will chase one up around the letters here for strike 1. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the second. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Breaking ball snaps in there for a called strike 2. High in the air and deep to left center field. Racing back the center fielder at the track, the wall. And it's gone as they add still another. So a solo shot here to left center field. His second home run of the game. And the Braves have now opened up a 5-0 lead. Well, that was this lineup's 3rd homer of the game.
Yeah, Matty V, this has always been known as one of the better pitchers' ballpark. Ken Griffey didn't like to hit here. A-Rod didn't like to hit here. The only guy that seemed to like to hit at this place was Ichiro. Definitely a pitcher's ballpark.
Yeah, without question, Dan. And that's why what they were able to accomplish today with such a high home run total just screams to the ball flying today. Maybe there was a jet stream going out to the gaps. I don't know. But what we saw today is not the norm.
Stepping up to the plate, Gary Sheffield. He singled his last time up. Here comes the first pitch. Line drive to center field. That gets down, and the inning continues. So that'll extend the inning and let Freddie Freeman come to the plate. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. Braves able to tack on another courtesy of the solo shot. We played 2.5. It's the Braves 5 and the Mariners nothing.
Back now for the Mariners' 3rd turn at bat, and unfortunately for them and their fans, this lineup hasn't really found its stride this season. Specifically, power has been nowhere to be found. They entered the day with the lowest slugging percentage and fewest home runs in the league, which has led to a lot of media criticism, especially locally. One player told me, it's obviously a huge problem that we need to figure out as a group, but until we start driving the ball like we think we can, we need to find other ways to score runs and support our pitching staff. We'll see if they can show some signs of improvement as time goes on, guys.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A fastball here as you'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Down the first baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. One and two, the count to the Mariners shortstop.
Man, this has been a game filled of a lot of swings and misses. Not very many confident swings, and this team up there, they'd swing at a butterfly right now if it flew in front of the plate. Lots of swings, lots of misses, a lot of ugly at-bats for this team right now.
So we got him looking there. J.P. Crawford is retired for the first out here in the bottom half of the 3rd. And that'll bring in Tom Murphy. And you can see his home road splits there. He has not fared very well in front of the home crowd, oddly enough. There's a fastball on the inner 3rd taken for a strike. And facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Murphy is a batting line residing in the 230s.
He'd be the first to tell you he's not happy with his batting average this season, but he can beat you in a variety of different ways, and he has to because he wouldn't be here otherwise.
So far this season, Murphy is slugging a little under the 400 mark, so the chances of his connecting with the ball right here aren't particularly good. Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Tom Murphy becomes the second out in the bottom of the 3rd. Digging in, Dylan Moore. A couple of hits for him in 4 trips in yesterday's game. First pitch of the at-bat. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss. 2 out, nobody on. Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2.
Looks to me like he's trying to make adjustments pitch to pitch up there at the plate, but he's looked completely thrown off so far. Late on the first one, way out front on the second.
And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Make it 9 straight here to start the ball game. 3 innings complete. It's the Braves 5 and the Mariners nothing. Stepping up now, Freddie Freeman. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too. And they've had some good at-bats against him all game long. It seems like it's just been hard hit after hard hit. As we take a look at his line here, the numbers do not lie. This has not been one of his better outings, and he'd be the first to tell you that.
Stepping in now, Charlie Culberson, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Culberson is usually more of a threat when facing left-handers like this. The right-handers tend to give him a bit more trouble, so we'll see if that trend continues. A swing and a ground ball to third. To Gordon for one. On to first, and they get the double play.
It's hard to do anything with a pitch like that that's below the zone. And if you do anything with it, most of the time, this will be the result, a double play on a good pitch down in the zone.
So striding forward now, Dansby Swanson. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. He's through first and hustling for second. And he is into second with a 2-out double.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
Now here comes the Mariners skipper out to the mound. And it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight.
Number 50.
So as he leaves, I would imagine these fans would not be much pleased with his performance here this evening, as he certainly was not sharp. So up steps Ozzie Albies. Fouled away. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Lined into right, a base hit. Swanson is on his way home. He'll score easily as they pile on. It's now a 6-0 game.
He got the pitch he wanted, and he didn't miss it right there. Hammer job.
Cody Sullivan.
So now to the plate, Cody Sullivan, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. In the air to straightaway right. Henniger will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. So it's 1 run on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. It's the Braves. Here's D. Gordon now. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going. So what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
Hey, with this big a lead, you have to just pound the zone and force this team to get aggressive in the box.
And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Strike 2 as the fastball is let go. Ball 2.
That's inside.
Line drive to left. That's a hit, the first of the game for the Mariners.
The center fielder, number 00,
Malik Smith the next to hit, as he looks at a fastball on the inside corner for strike 1. 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. 0-1 count. Here it comes. Clearly off with his timing on that one. A swinging strike. Gordon aboard here at first with nobody out. Line hard toward right center. And that'll get over the wall for a ground rule double, and that'll keep runners at second and third now with still nobody out.
Hey, Dan, as a former pitcher, that knock just took him to a 12-game hit streak. Is that in the packet when you're looking over the lineup?
Hey, there's no doubt about that, D-Row. You go into a pitcher's meeting, and they'll make them fully aware of who's hot and who's not. And trust me, they knew that he had an 11-game hitting streak, and after that knock, it's an even dozen.
Mitch Haniger will stand in for a second time here as he swings and misses there. It's 0-1. Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors in the game for the Mariners to this point. Splitter taken here, 2-1.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball in play hard.
Count even at 2-2. And he struck him out, and that's 8 strikeouts thus far.
He's just ringing up strikeouts left and right, but what's really impressive to me, he hasn't walked anyone either. He's just pounding the zone. His stuff is dirty today.
At the plate now, Daniel Vogelback, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
Boy, I love the way he's competing out there on the mound right now. He's got a chance to rack back-to-back Ks with 2 runners in scoring position. He's not giving in at all.
So he gets the swinging strikeout on the changeup. Daniel Vogelback becomes out number 2 this inning. So stepping in, Carlos Gonzalez. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Now the 0-1.
There is a base open here, so the option to work around him is there if they want to go that route.
The 1-1 home. And he fouls this one off. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors in the game for the Mariners to this point. And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game, and the inning is over. Mariners leave a couple. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the Braves' offense with their manager, Brian Snitker, during the commercial break. And one thing he mentioned is how well they're doing at simply putting the ball in play. He said it's been quite a show that they put on at the plate today, and not just in terms of hits and runs. Yes, they have a ton of hits, but they've also only struck out 2 times. That's a rarity in the sport these days, but it also seems to be a winning formula.
Thank you, Heidi.
Leading off to the plate.
All ready to go in the top of the 5th. And that'll bring in the third baseman, Chipper Jones. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. So the leadoff man is aboard to start out the inning.
There's another line drive leadoff single right now. I mean, they've had an unbelievable scouting report on these pitchers today. They are finding barrels. They are not trying to do too much. Guys are staying in the big part of the field and hitting everything on the screws.
So digging in now, Ronald Acuna. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile, but, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. Well, now the Mariners get some action in the bullpen as a left-hander's begun to get loose. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. Now a move over to first, and he'll get back in safely. And again a throw and a dive, but he's back. Nobody out, runner on first. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Smith will slide over and put this one away, and that's out number 1.
The center fielder, number 25, Andrew Jones.
Ready for another shot now, Andrew Jones. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
Yeah, Matty, it's always a little frustrating when you square one up. You hit a solid line drive like he did, and all you have to show for it is a jog back to the dugout. That can get in your head for a little while.
Throw in time at first for out number 2.
The right fielder, number 10, Gary Sheffield.
Digging in once again, Gary Sheffield. He was thrown out at second trying to stretch a base hit into a double in his last at-bat.
Yeah, I'm not sure what they saw right there. Maybe the first base coach was giving him the green light to go ahead and go to second base, but obviously it didn't work out in that situation. It did take a good throw to get him, though.
The 1-0 home. Line towards center field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. 1 left for Atlanta. They lead it 6-0. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Wackney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Mariners manager Scott Service during the break about his team's offensive performance so far. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs. So the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
The third baseman.
Thank you, Heidi. And he gets ahead 0-1.
Rock solid performance up to this part of the ball game right now. One of the keys, 90% of his first pitches have been for strikes. And when you do that, you really make the hitter swing at the pitch you want them to swing at.
Ready with the 0-2. Fouled off. The next 0-2.
Ball, that's in.
Well, this is an approach we've seen him use effectively lately. Set up the inside and then get him out with pitches away.
Hit on the ground out to short. Swanson brings it in. And that's out number 1.
Up next,
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And that brings up the shortstop, J.P. Crawford. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. On the ground up the middle. Swanson picks it up. And the off-balance throw will be too late. So a good effort that time, but it's an infield single.
You know, D-Row, as a pitcher, that can be so frustrating. You're taught to try to go out there and make quality pitches, and that was a really good pitch. And I would be willing to bet you he's surprised that that turned into an infield single.
Yeah, at the end of the day, he's smiling. That hitter's smiling, running down first base, knowing he's got an infield single right there. He has no business. He'll line out probably 15 times, but it won't even out. You take him when you can get him.
From the stretch. Now a ball hit pretty well to left, but this is going to wind up in the seats foul. Murphy, a former Colorado Rocky. He was acquired via trade last year.
Yeah, this guy's fully settled in with this ball club right now. Knows what the manager and coaching staff expect from him. Is not taken aback by anything. He's been through the spring training process and gotten to know everybody in this organization top to bottom.
And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Runners on first with 1 down. And he popped him up. And that'll get down for a base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners following the 1-out single.
I mean, that has to frustrate the guy on the mound right there. You get him down 0-2, no put-away pitch, works the count back to neutral, and is able to mix in a base hit. Nice job.
Into the box, Dylan Moore, as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout or you're still looking for the double play ball?
Pretty good spot to be in as a pitcher right now. You can go for the punch out or try and induce the ground ball to get a double play.
Locked him up with the off-speed stuff on that one. Dylan Moore becomes the second out in the bottom of the 5th. At the plate, D. Gordon, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. A hit and 2 tries for him so far. And this is swung on and grounded out to Swanson at short. Throw on to first will be in time, and the Mariner rally gets turned away as the inning is over. Mariners leave a couple. They still find themselves down 6-zip. Top half of the 6th about to get started, and striding forward the designated hitter, Freddie Freeman. First pitch on its way. Swing and a liner. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
Oh, man, you can't hit a ball any harder than that. I mean, this ball gets on him in a heartbeat. Nice job to stay with it, though, and then make the out at first.
At the plate, Charlie Culberson, 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far. First offering on its way. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
I'm going to need to see a better game plan out of the hitter right here. That ball was at his eyes.
Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. He's around first, heading for 2. And he'll pull into second with 1 away. But baseball's a game of streaks and runs, and he is on one right now.
No question, he's swinging the bat very well of late. And when that's the case, you can't wait to get in the batter's box. Definitely the case in this game. That's his second base knock. This one for extra bases.
That's now 2 hits so far for him in this one. And next will be Dansby Swanson digging in. He'll swing and lift a ball foul off to the left and out of play. He's 1 for 2 in this one. 0-1, here's the pitch. One out and a runner on second base. High and deep to right center. Oh, and a fine play there as he ranges back to put this one away. Not an easy play by any means, and there are 2 gone.
That was a nice job to track that one down in the alley because it definitely saved the run from scoring. Instead, he's only able to move up to third.
And now back to the leadoff spot in the Braves lineup. Stepping in, Ozzie Albies. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, pressure's off right now. He extended his hitting streak that last plate appearance.
Now here's a fly ball. Well hit. Going back is the right fielder. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. So it's a 2-run shot to right center, number 14 on the season, as they've widened this lead to 8 now. Standing in now, Cody Sullivan. Oh, and now this ball's in the air to deep right center. Going back is the center fielder, and it's out of here. Back-to-back 2-out home runs. Solo shot to right center. Number 26 for him on the season as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now. Taylor Gilbo gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. To the plate now, Chipper Jones. And on the first pitch, he hits it in the air to right. Waiting on it is Henniger. And that retires the side. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. Digging in to try it again, Malik Smith. He doubled his last time through.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
And it's fouled away. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now. That's lifted the other way out to left. Acuna comes in a few steps as he hauls it in for the first out.
Up next for Seattle, the right fielder, Mitch Henniger.
Striding in once again, Mitch Henniger. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Now the 1-0. Finds the zone, strike 1.
You rarely see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle. And man, as a hitter, probably a good chance you're not going to see that pitch again.
Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. Looking to send him packing again.
That's the ball. Count's full.
Daniel Vogelback will be next. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game.
It's been a rough night at the yard for him. That's 3 times he's gone down on strikes in this one. So they've really figured out how to attack this guy.
Stepping in now, Daniel Vogelback. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1. No hits to this point. Got him reaching there, strike 2.
There's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if they have to incorporate that into their mindset.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Line shot to second, but it's caught, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Mariners. They're looking up at a 9-0 deficit. Ronald Acuna will stand in again as we flash you back to the early stages of this ball game. There were fans still finding their seats as he launched his 2nd home run of the game as he was off to a fast start indeed. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. The 0-1 on its way. Hit in the air to shallow center. Gordon onto the grass. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning.
The center fielder, number 25, Andrew Jones.
Now batting, Andrew Jones. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the 2nd. First delivery to him on the way. And he connects with it. This one's hit deep out to left center field. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. So a solo shot here to left center field, his second of the game, as they just continue to pour it on here. In now, Gary Sheffield. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. The 1-0. Hit on the ground out to short. Crawford gloves it. And there are 2 away now.
The batter, number 5, designated hitter, Freddie Freeman.
Next will be the designated hitter. Freddie Freeman is looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat. Here comes the first pitch. Lined hard toward right center. Smith is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Braves able to tack on another courtesy of the solo shot. Bottom of the 7th inning coming up. Get up and stretch. It's the Braves 10 and the Mariners nothing. So striding in, Carlos Gonzalez. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
There's a fastball called for a strike on the inside corner. And Dan, that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff. Stuff is obviously the important key to being dominant on the mound, but it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along with it. But he does, and he really spotted that pitch.
And he'll try to get him to chase the fastball there, but he lays off 1-2.
Basic pitching right there. 0-2 fastball up and out of the zone. Change the eye level. Now time to go to that curveball down and away.
Trying to strike him out for the 3rd time. And he's struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
Yet another strikeout for him on the mound. And fellas, this has been one of his favorite victims tonight. That's the 3rd time he sent him packing. So he's got him pretty well figured out. Not that the rest of this lineup has been much better.
Into the box, Austin Nova. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. Here's the pitch. Pops this one up. Albies shading to his right, 2 gone.
the batter, number 3. Shortstop.
Digging in now, J.P. Crawford. A hit in 2 tries so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fastball in there for a called strike.
Boy, this guy's got it going on right now. He's executing everything. He should feel pretty good. He's retired 7 in a row.
And there's ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A ball and 2 strikes.
1-2.
Boy, he's been great in this one. He's only 1 strike away from putting another 0 on the scoreboard.
And he's going to add to the total. 14 punch-outs now as that ends the inning. Mariners are down in order. Lead looks insurmountable here. They're down 10-0. Ready to begin the 8th. And here comes the first baseman, Charlie Culberson.
Number 8, Charlie Culberson.
Now here it comes. Hit on the ground to third. Reined in. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
Now batting, shortstop.
Time to take a look at our starter comparison to this point, and the telling numbers can be found on the left side of your screen. Zeros in the run and earned run columns. 1 away for the Braves here in inning number 8. And that brings up the former number 1 overall pick, Dansby Swanson. Here's the first pitch to him. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And that'll get down out there near the wall. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we can say that cold streak is officially over. That's his second hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
First offering on its way. Runner at second here with 1 man out. Hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Smith in pursuit, but he can't get there, and it bounces over the wall. It's a ground rule double.
The catcher, number 14.
And this thing bounces over the wall, but I don't think it would have mattered if it stayed in the ballpark. Either way, the runner was going to score, and he was going to wind up at second. He drove that ball really nicely.
Matt McGill comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Into the box now, Cody Sullivan, and he'll promptly send it in the air out to center field. And he can't track it down. A base hit. Throw into third. Throw won't get him. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only 1 away.
That can't bother you too bad, Dan, right there. Power guy at the plate, and you're able to get in his kitchen.
Boy, that's a tough one to swallow, right? These big, strong guys, they like to get their arms extended. That wasn't that bad of a pitch, but he's just so strong that he's able to muscle that into the outfield grass.
It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
And here's Ronald Acuna Jr. now. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Now a swing and a deep drive to left, and it ain't coming back. Over the bullpen and gone. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left, his 3rd home run of the ballgame as the blowout continues. Standing in now, Andrew Jones, as he rips it on the ground to second. He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit. And he'll get in there safely. So a struggle that time for him in center field, and as a result, he'll be tagged with the E8 on the play. At the plate now, Gary Sheffield. There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Gone! So a 2-run shot to left center, number 18 for him on the campaign, as this lead got even wider. Almost can't believe I'm saying this, but that was the 8th home run of the game for these guys. How about this offensive performance?
Yeah, Matty V, this has always been known as one of the better pitchers' ballpark. Ken Griffey didn't like to hit here. A-Rod didn't like to hit here. The only guy that seemed to like to hit at this place was Ichiro. Definitely a pitcher's ballpark.
Yeah, without question, Dan. And that's why what they were able to accomplish today with such a high home run total just screams to the ball flying today. Maybe there was a jet stream going out to the gaps. I don't know. But what we saw today is not the norm.
Up next for Atlanta.
To the plate now, Freddie Freeman, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. Lifetime in this matchup, not a big sample size, 0 for 1. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Waiting on it is Henniger, and that's the 3rd out. But they managed to bat around as 9 men come to the plate and 6 of them score. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. The Braves on top, 16-0. Ready now, Tom Murphy. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, man. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect. But getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
In there, and it's 0-1.
Probably a design take right there. They need base runners, so they're going to make him try to bring the ball in the strike zone.
Hit in the air out to straightaway left. Acuna giving chase. He gets there and makes the play for the 1st out.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
And now we're going to have a delay as some nitwit has jumped over the railing and is running around in right field. And, of course, we will not show this to you, but suffice to say that local security has got him surrounded, and he can look forward to spending the rest of this evening in the cooler. In now the Mariners DH, Dylan Moore. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, in today's game, certainly don't get completely reprimanded for too many strikeouts, but no one likes to go down looking. Expect him to be a little bit more aggressive at the dish this AB.
Chris Martin is going to come on in relief as he'll be making his 20th appearance of the season. First offering on its way. 0-1, here it comes. Didn't quite catch the zone there, ball 1. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the 2nd out. Braves are into their bullpen now as there are the final numbers for their starter. He was great all night long.
Really strong outing, Matty V. Into the 8th inning without allowing a run. In line for the win, and he certainly deserves a good fate in this one. Hard to imagine he could pitch any better innings 1 through 8 than he did in this one.
And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Mariners. Still 16-0. All set to start the 9th in this one, and set to go is the veteran first baseman, Charlie Culberson. And the pitch. Hit to short. Crawford fields it cleanly. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
The batter, number 7, shortstop, Dansby Swanson.
Ready once again, Dansby Swanson. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. He's ready. Here's the first offering. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Takes this the other way to right. But this will hang just long enough for him to run it down in shallow right for the 2nd out.
Second baseman, Albie.
Trying to pick things up where we left off, Ozzie Albies. And he's got a shot at history here, but he'll need a triple to complete the cycle. Here's the first pitch to him. Not fooled there as this ball's hammered out to deep right field. Henniger retreats to the track, and he'll put this one away. So a sigh of relief as the side is retired. One more look at the final out. A teeth rattler if ever there was one. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. So here's Malik Smith. And Dan, what's gone wrong for this lineup today? They're only 3 outs away from being shut out.
Boy, you know, I just haven't seen a lot of fight in these at-bats. Now, of course, plenty of credit goes to that pitching, but the effort on the offensive side has been pretty lethargic watching from up here in the booth, Matt.
Yeah, I would imagine it feels the same from watching in the stands in this one. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. One away.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Mitch Henniger the next to bat, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike one. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Hit hard on the ground to second. Albies picks it up. Throw on to first, and the Mariners are now down to their final out.
Now batting, number 20.
Striding forward now, the Mariners cleanup hitter, Daniel Vogelback. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1.
Great job of doubling up with a fastball inside. A lot of times you'll see a pitcher go in there, but they won't go back in there a second time. This guy's not afraid to pitch inside.
The 2-1 home. And this is swung on and missed. So now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight.
Gotta love a reliever that comes in firing bullets, and his fastball is a good one.
Full count, 3-2. Last chance for the Mariners. Good battle. Count remains full. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Fouled away. Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Well, that wasn't exactly a nail-biter, but it's always nice when you can get an offensive explosion like that and save your closer for another day. A comfortable victory.
16-0 the final tonight. Atlanta with a big total of 22 hits. John Smoltz gets to double digits with his 10th win of the year, racking up 14 Ks in doing so. Nick Margavich's permitted 6 earned runs to come across in the losing effort. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 1 minute. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.